Essentially, they're going to tell you no enough times that you'll go away. The government has let the Veterans Affairs run like an insurance company, refusing the veterans their rights. The policy of the Triple D policy, essentially, it's deny, delay, die. They want us to just go away and die. Go in a corner somewhere and just stop asking for the rights that we fought for and the services that we so desperately need.
How are you feeling these days, Bruce?
The long-term effects of my injury has left my short-term memory very limited, and I fatigue very easily. And I feel that the combination of the two really go hand in hand with the PTSD. I am tired, therefore my PTSD has the defenses are down, and therefore the PTSD has a better way of coming out. And I've been fighting this pension for myself for the last 7.5 years. And I've been given a lump sum of $22,000 for 5% of my brain, and I feel that is a grave injustice, and it needs to be changed.
I recall that you were pursuing studies when you came back from Afghanistan. Are you still doing that?
Recently graduated as of April. I got a degree in history, and a minor in political science.
Are you still with the military?
No, I got out 3 years ago.
What's your number one concern with this office closing?
My number one concern is, as you can see, there's 60 to 70 veterans that came out here, maybe even more, and some of them, like the one gentleman said, he's 89. So you want an 89-year-old man to go up to London, go sit there in an office until he can be seen, come back down to Windsor. In the winter, as you know, tomorrow we're supposed to get 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. Add the winter elements to it, and this 89-year-old man has to come there. Now, they haven't mentioned anything about a per diem for kilometers. They haven't mentioned anything about paying for his gasoline, or if he's stuck in London. Anything about putting him up in a hotel. Does he have to pay for that out of his own pocket? Does he have to beg for these services and then be told that he has to pay to go and beg? So essentially, it's even less. Like, begging is bad enough, but now telling him that he has to pay to beg, it's unacceptable.
Is it enough that there will be a caseworker here in Windsor?
No, it's not enough. And Service Canada, you have to take a number. And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to point you to a computer, and they're going to point you to a telephone, and they're going to say, here's the number to the London office. It's not good enough. We need this office to remain open. We
talked briefly about some of your concerns about the online services.
Right.
You're saying, come on, like, how are these older veterans supposed to... Tell me about some of your challenges and...
A week ago, I was told to try to open your own VAC account, and because I wanted, my case manager said, I'm leaving, you need to have this up and running so that you can put any concerns you have forward, we can get to you in a timely manner. So I went on there. It literally took me 3 hours to navigate through this. I'm a 30-year-old man. Now add an 89-year-old veteran and dial-up internet and see him navigate through this. And then when I asked my question, it took 24 hours before they got back to me. And then they said, we'll contact your case manager. So then my case manager called me and said, okay, we'll send you the paperwork that you requested. We're going to send it in the mail. I just got that piece of mail 2 days ago. So it took me a week, what would take 10 minutes to get accomplished. So these services aren't on par, and it's not, there isn't 320 or whatever the number is that the minister said, more lines of communication open. In fact, I call on him to open just one more line of communication, and that's between Minister Fantino and to the veterans. Thank you.
Bruce, when you came back from Afghanistan, you said you weren't bitter about the experience, that you were proud to serve your country and your government. How do you feel now?
Ashamed. I feel that fighting the Taliban was easier than asking for services from Veterans Affairs.